I thought that was a really good team win tonight. It's really hard to play the second round, especially when you've won the first round, because you tend not to make as many adjustments as the losing team might have. But I thought that our kids really understood the assignment. I thought our defense was stellar tonight, particularly in the half court. They're a good basketball team, and they run the floor a lot and score a lot of points. And for us to be able to hold them under 50, I thought was spectacular. And then our offensive execution was so much better tonight. We got lots of paint touches. We got lots of points in the paint. These two had exceptional nights. They really understood the assignment and understood how to get to the paint and either make good decisions, finish layups, rebound the basketball, run the floor, like you name it, they did it, and defend. So a lot of really good things tonight, a really good team win.
Logan, I know you're from Houston. Was there any extra motivation, playing against UH?
Honestly, no, not really. I just felt like I had an opportunity to go out there and do what I'm good at, getting downhill, running the court, and playing defense and stuff. And so just take game by game and take every opportunity that I have.
And Jordan, just a season high for you in scoring. When you got off to a good start, did that sort of propel you the rest of the way?
Yeah, for sure. I believe that my teammates definitely helped get the ball to me. So just allowing them them allowing me to just be comfortable in that and just be able to create shots, it definitely propelled me for the game.
I guess just coming off of Saturday's loss, just kind of how does a game like this really, I guess for both of you, just make you feel better after that, I guess? Sorry, I lost my words there.
I think we really focused in practice this week we watched film and saw the things that, we did to ourselves, and we're really intentional on making sure that we executed those. We tagged, we rebounded, we just defended the ball, played aggressive and with toughness. That's something that we really focus on, and I believe that it definitely helped contribute to today's success for sure.
Yeah, I think I agree with everything Jordan was saying. It was definitely a redemption game for us defensively and offensively, and I think we just took advantage of that and showed what we really can do and how we could play every single game.
How do you feel about y'all's consistency tonight? I mean, just looking at the box score straight up, it's allowing 14, 12, 12, 10 through each quarter. Just kind of how do you feel about the consistency then?
I think that's really important for us, especially coming off the loss that we had. It's just being consistent and intentional and just being really tough with the ball. Just continuing to push that and, hold each other accountable and making sure that we're ready for the next opponent that we have.
Anything else for the players? All right, thanks, girls. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Glad your mama was here.
Coach, what did you see from Logan tonight that allowed her to have her best scoring game of the season?
Logan's obviously extremely athletic and strong. She's really quick with the basketball in her hands, and when you're playing against a defense that is so pressure oriented, it allows those kids to get past them in one or two dribbles. And I thought that she did a really great job of finding alleys and lanes that didn't have a help defender so that she could get to the basket. She was very explosive. She played within herself. She just looked a lot more confident, I thought, today. But we're asking her to do so many things on defense as a freshman against some really high level players, and for her to be able to have that offensive night, I thought was really huge for us because she can score it, and she's pretty explosive. So she's just going to get better and better.
And you mentioned the defense. How do you sort of, I guess, consistency has been a theme the past couple of days. How do you keep playing the way y'all have?
Yeah, I think the defensive side of it we have been. I mean, even at BYU. We held them to 60, which they score quite a few more than that. And on the road, you've got to take your defense with you. So I feel like defensively, if we can just continue to buy in, I think we're really focused more on our scouts. I think that our kids are really focused on personnel. They know who they're playing against now, if you will, especially the second time around. So I think they're just paying attention to details, and I think they're having a little bit of pride, of wanting to play good defense and wanting to turn people over and wanting to hold them to maybe a season low or whatever it might be. So I'm just really proud of their effort, and we've got to continue to do that on the defensive end, and then hopefully the offensive end will continue to build some consistency as well.
I noticed Bailey being the primary point guard tonight. Is that sort of the role that you're looking to have her in?
I mean, she and Ashley still share it. They've been sharing it all year, and we'll have to continue to do that just because I think we're asking them to both defend in the full court as well. So they just need help doing it, right? I think they need help. But I thought Bailey was a lot better at it tonight than she has been. She controlled the ball a little bit better. But what I was really impressed with Bailey tonight is her defense, because she guarded Layla Blair most of the night and made it really difficult for Layla to score. And Layla is an all Big 12 player.
Coach, earlier this week you talked about kind of the chess match, coaching against a conference foe, adjusting for adjustments. Can you kind of talk about what Houston did tonight that they didn't do in the first matchup?
I feel like they didn't let us have quite as many open looks as far as in transition. We got a lot of leak out layups last time we played them in the first quarter. So we were really able to build a big lead quickly and kind of through that first punch. I didn't feel like they allowed us to do that early. I thought in the second half, it started happening a little bit more because we were wearing them down, I think. But, I thought also on offense, they were really trying to get us in some ball screens and some ISO situations. And I thought our kids did a fantastic job of guarding their own whenever it was an ISO situation. And then in the ball screens, I thought we really relied on our help defense to help us with those rollers that they were doing. So I thought just overall our kids really countered well with what they were trying to do to attack us.
Coach, what happened when Bailey went down in the second half?
I don't even know. I haven't even been able to talk to her yet. I just know that Brenna came and told me she was good to go. So I'm not sure if she's twisted her ankle a little bit. That's kind of what it looked like to me. Maybe she stepped on somebody's foot. But really, really glad that it's not more than it was, for sure.
What does it say about the type of player she is, and then the type of game that she had? The points weren't showing up, still has the highest plus-minus of the team. Going out, still has the highest minutes of the team.
Yeah, I think that's huge for her and for us. We rely on her to do a lot of things for us and a lot of things that are out of her comfort zone. I would say that being a distributor and running and being a floor general and all that is out of her comfort zone. And I'm going to say this with tongue in cheek, but, being a defensive stopper is a little bit out of her comfort zone too. But we're trying to make her be better at that. And I thought tonight she really accepted the challenge of being a defensive stopper. And I think she and Jazzy both, we've been trying to get more of that out of them because we got to have them on the floor, clearly, right? They're our best offensive players, but if we've got two guards that are our best offensive players, they're going to be our best defensive players too. And I think they're figuring out how to do that.
This felt like a totally different game from the first time around. Just kind of what do you think that says about this team to figure out how to beat them in a totally different way? Last time it was Jada with all the threes, and this time Jordan and Logan and the defense especially.
Yeah, I think some maturity, hopefully. That first game was really difficult to gauge, right? Because that's the first game after Christmas break. It's the first conference game. It was their first conference game. It was our first road game, true road game. So, I could try to attribute a lot of things to that, the way that went down. But what I really love about this time is that just the focus that our kids had. I told them before the game that it wasn't going to be easy because we were playing at home, because we obviously were more successful at home than we've been on the road, just because we were playing at home. Said it wasn't going to be easy because we beat them the first time around, and it wasn't going to be easy because if we think we're better than them because we beat them. And I thought our kids showed a great deal of maturity and respect, because you got to respect your opponents. And there's no reason not to respect Houston, because they're a really good basketball team and they can turn you over. They can create chaos. And I just thought our kids were in control the whole night. I thought they really listened to us. Like, we got to coach, and the last couple of games on the road, we haven't really got to coach. We've had to coach effort, and we've had to coach focus, and we've had to coach, togetherness. And that's something that we shouldn't be having to coach at any point. And I think our kids are maturing and understanding that.
Coach, what type of confidence does an 18-point win this point in conference play do for a team like this?
I think it's huge, right? I think it's huge for them to understand that that's how you put away a team. You don't, I don't want to say play to their level, because again, Houston's a really good team, but they continue to keep their foot on the pedal. And I think that's super important for this team to learn how to do and not allow a lack of focus. I think that we've seen that in the past, right? Not that we've lost leads, but we've lost games because of a lack of focus and just even intentionality. Like, I love that Jordan was using the word intentional, because we have to be intentional about our offense. We have to be intentional about our passes. We have to be intentional about our defense. And I think the more that these kids can do that under pressure, the better we'll be. That's what I wanted to. That's probably what I was most concerned about tonight, is that I know that Houston really likes to pressure us, and Iowa State didn't pressure us. They set in a zone, right? So it's just different. You can think when people are in a zone. You can execute better when people are in a zone. When people are in your shorts with you, you have to think under pressure while not getting the ball stolen from you, and you have to V-cut at the right time, get the pass delivered at the right time, all those things. And at BYU, they pressured us, and we did not handle it well. And tonight, I thought we really handled it well. Thank you, guys.